Welcome back to the Everything I Know Garage podcast, the only show on YouTube that's going to teach you everything that I know. Welcome back. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow the channel, helps me put out more content that you can watch and learn great stuff. Today's topic is going to be drilling and tapping. So, obviously, this is a channel for people of all knowledge. You could have people that have been in the building trades for 20 years. You could be a person who's a hobbyist who hasn't drilled a hole in metal or wood or anything. So, for anybody who is an expert in this stuff, maybe you'll gain a little bit of knowledge. Maybe you won't. Maybe you already know all this stuff. But this helps the people that don't know and the people that uh, want to do their own home renovation or their own home project or their hobby or something. Teach them how to use a tool, teach them how to drill a hole in various materials, tap a hole for a bolt or a screw. So today I'm going to teach you how to do that. I'm going to teach you how to tap a hole in metal. I'm going to teach you how to drill a hole in wood. I'm going to teach you different drill bits and different methods for tapping a hole in thick, solid metal, thinner metal, etc. So again, please like and subscribe. It helps with the algorithms. We've got to grow this channel so I could put out more content to teach you guys everything that I know. All right, so let's get started. So let me just go through a couple things that uh, products and material I picked up to teach you guys how to use this stuff. So as you see, I put my vise that's usually bolted to my other workbench, but I bolted it here so I could show you better uh, how to strap down a piece of metal and how to drill a hole. So this vise, it's funny. I was working in this old lady's house, and this vise is very old, but it's super solid. And she asked me if I wanted it, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll definitely take it. So very old vise, very useful. I use it all the time if I gotta drill a hole in something or cut something and need an extra hand. So trusty vise, I've had it for a long time, and I'll continue to have it for a long time. So I did that, bolted that in. I went to Harbor Freight and I bought a bunch of high speed bits, very strong high speed bits. So they look like they're tungsten steel, which is very strong. So for drilling holes, I have a 1/2 inch high speed bit that we could use to drill in wood or metal. Um, I got a 1 inch paddle bit for drilling wood. 1 inch paddle bit. Show you how to use that. I went to the local home center and I picked up some Milwaukee taps, screw taps that fit in an impact gun. So I got that. I have a tap kit that I found on I think it was Facebook Marketplace. It's has a bunch of taps and tap handles. Let me do this without spilling everything on the floor. So all the tap bits and tap handles. So we'll show you that. Show you how to use that because sometimes you need to use a manual tap handle to tap a screw because you got to go really slow. And if you're worried about breaking the material or breaking the tips, whatever. I also went to Harbor Freight and I picked up a couple things. I picked up some all-in-one cutting oil. Now this will come into play when we're drilling metal, a thicker metal. I got a titanium step drill bit. We call them Unibits. Unibits like the brand. It's a step bit. You start out drilling a smaller hole, and as you drill, it gets bigger and bigger. So pretty cool. Step bit. So that. And I picked up a Greenlee tap set for bigger taps. It has like taps from 632 screws all the way up to 1/4 inch. So that's a pretty big tap. All right. So we got that. There you go. So let's get rid of that. So let's start, right? Let me put some stuff out of the way. Maybe we'll start with drilling holes in wood. All right. So you know what? First of all, let's open this stuff up. Let's get our trusty tin snips. There we go. As you know from previous shows, any molded plastic, I like to open it up with tin snips, so makes it a lot easier to open. Just cut it across. We don't cut our fingers off. Try to do it with a knife, or razor blade, or something. We'll just cut it open. There we go. Well, we're good. There we go. There's our tap kit. Greenlee makes it. Greenlee is like electrical tool brand. Very good. So that's our tap kit. Get rid of our trash. We got our Unibit. Let's open that up. Those are titanium step bit or Unibit. All right. We also got our taps here. Let's see. Let's open this up. It's pretty much the same taps. I think some of them may be a little different, but stick them over there. The taps. All right, well, let's get our drills ready. We got an impact gun. I mean, a drill and an impact gun. All right, so let's see here. Put that there, put this there. All right, so if you want to run, say this is a joist, right? A joist in the house, and you have to run some cables through the joist, and you need to drill a hole. I think the best way, I mean, they have auger bits too, which is a little, I'd say a little more heavier, cumbersome. The drills are bigger. Or you could use this paddle bit. It's very light. You could use an impact gun. It fits right in the impact gun. There you go. There's your impact gun with the paddle bit. So let's show you how to drill a hole in a piece of wood. All right, let's bring this forward for you. Bring our tape forward. All right, so here I have a 2x6 screwed down, right? So it's a little more rigid. So say we want to drill a hole, right? We take our paddle bit, we try to go center of the joist. Let's go here, right? We start drilling. Well, as we drill, right? Let's be safe and put our safety glasses on. We only get 2 eyes, and gonna make sure we protect them. All right, here we go. Let's drill a hole in this wood. There we go. So we just drilled a 1-inch hole in this 2x6. Now, if you ever have to run a piece of pipe or a piece of plumbing line or Romex or electrical wires, there you go. So that's a paddle bit, 1-inch paddle bit for drilling wood. Like I said, always wear your safety glasses. Sometimes we forget, but we only get 2 eyes, and we don't want to get injured. All right, let me clean up over here for a little bit. Sweep up a little bit here. All right, now let's try a high-speed 1/2-inch drill bit. So for this doesn't fit in the impact gun, but we'll put it in a regular drill. Okay. Make sure we're set. There we go. High speed. All right, let's drill a hole. There we go. There you go. It's a 1/2-inch high-speed drill bit. It works for metal as well, but you could use it for wood also. Let's clean up our mess here. There we go. So, drilling holes in wood. All right, pretty simple. There are other methods like an auger bit or something. Auger bits for the novice. Auger bit is kind of tough the drill is very cumbersome, and it could be more dangerous. You twist your wrist. Um, there's been accidents with auger bits going through people's skin and stuff. So I would stick with something that's a little more lighter. You can control it better, like a pedal bit. All right. Well, there you go for drilling holes in wood. All right. Let me reconfigure here and set up for drilling holes in metal. All right. Here we go. So I picked up a piece of iron. Right. This is about half-inch C-channel. It's 1/8 thick iron, solid iron. Right. You could use this. I picked it up at Home Depot. You can use this for any number of things. Um, Ceiling systems use this. This is a little thicker than what they use for ceiling systems, but uh, I'm using this as an example of uh, a piece of solid steel that we can drill or tap through. All right. So let me set up our vise here. Let's go. Set up our vise. I'm going to use this piece of iron to drill holes through, to use the unibit with, and tap some holes, put some screws and bolts through. There we go. So, all right. So like I said, we have our tungsten steel bits that'll fit in the impact gun. We'll use that. We have our tap set. These are our individual taps, right? They have a screw head up top. I mean a drill bit up top, and then the tap is here with threads on it. I'll show you how to use it. And here's our tap kit. All these sizes here. 632 screw, all the way to a 1/4 20 screw or bolt. And we have our tapping oil. It's drilling and tapping oil, all in one, a 3-in-1 oil. Now, I remember when I was a kid back in the 80s, my father had a can of this, and it was a metal can. And he used it for everything pretty much, and he had it forever. Now it's in a plastic bottle because everything's plastic today, but he always used this anytime he was drilling into very hard metal or anything, and or lubricating your bicycle chain for your bike or something. In the back, it shows you. Good for locks, good for loosening up bolts, good for drilling. Let me show you this. Good for drilling, good for hinges, all types of stuff. Let's see what it says. 3-in-1 multi-purpose drill oil or drip oil. It's a long-lasting lubricant with a spout that allows for precise and controlled application of oil without overspray. So this company's been around forever. Like I said, my dad had an old metal bottle that used to go crinkle crinkle when you used it. So I bought this in Harbor Freight. It wasn't expensive at all, but I'll have this for a long time now. So good to have. And if you're ever drilling or tapping into a very hard metal, you should put a little bit of oil on it. And I'll tell you why. I'll show you why. All right, here we go. We got our iron here, pretty thick iron. And I'm going to show you how to use various drill bits, whether it be the tap, the step bit or the unibit, our tungsten steel high-speed bits, or our taps. I'll teach you how to tap a hole. All right, we're going to use our glasses because we don't want any metal in our eyes. And we'll start by drilling a hole with one of these tungsten bits. So we'll take... There we go. So I'm going to show you drilling. Now this is hard, but not that thick. Now if you're drilling like an I-beam, like a thick I-beam, which sometimes you do, if you're grounding something, you may need to drill an I-beam. In that case, I would put some of this cutting oil on because if you're drilling an I-beam or something very thick at high speeds, the bit gets very hot. Now, once the bit gets very hot, it kind of ruins the bit structural integrity and strength. So once it gets super hot, it starts to dull the bit really, really fast. So we don't want that. But I'm going to show you drilling without it. Then I'm going to flip this over and show you drilling with a little bit of oil and how to do that. So, all right, let's drill our hole. Now, these drill bits are very hard, so it's going in pretty good. There you go. As you can see, the shavings fell off pretty easily. We got a perfectly drilled, what looks like a 1/4 inch drilled hole, right? Perfect. All right, so let me show you with a little bit of cutting oil how to do it. A trusty vise that the old lady gave me, which I'm very grateful for. All right, so there we go. Now, so with our cutting oil, I'll show you how to drill a hole, another hole downward. Now, the more you use this drill bit, the more dull it's going to get. So, yeah, I'll show you a little bit of. So, what we normally like to do is put a little oil on the wood, right? On the metal. And then we put our drill, right? And we start. As you can see, it actually helps it a lot. It also helps catch the shavings in the filing. Oh, see, it's starting to smoke, right? That's because it's getting hot. Now we can put a little bit more oil, drop more oil. Keep the smoke down, keep the heat down on the bit, and we don't burn the bits out. There you go. So now this is very thin metal. You probably could drill these dry, but why drill it dry if it's better to put a little bit of cutting oil on it, drilling oil, right? So, but anything like super thick metal, super thick steel, I-beams, whatever you're drilling that's thick metal, I would recommend to save your drill bits and to cut more efficiently, put a little bit of cutting oil on it. Let me flip this around again because I want to show you how to use the step bit or the unibit. So now we have our two holes, right? We have two holes. We have the one we drilled with the oil and one we did drill dry, right? So this is called a step bit or a unibit. Now this has dimensions on it, right, of different size holes. So as you drill, right, with the speed of the drill, it steps the hole bigger as you drill. So this is good if you need a bigger hole, right? Or you need to put, like, say, a push button in a piece of plastic and they make these a lot bigger. You can go from 1/4 inch all the way to like inch and 1/8, inch and 3/8 for like a piece of pipe or piece of EMT. So let me show you how to. I'm not going to start. I'm going to use one of our holes to make this hole bigger. All right. So we'll get our Clifton drill. As you can see, my favorite tool brand, my favorite red tool brand. If they want to advertise on this channel, I will gladly review their products for them, do unboxings and such. All right, so here we go. Step bit, unibit. We're going to make this hole bigger in 1/8 inch thick iron. There you go. As we go, it gets bigger. Okay. As we go, it gets bigger. Now that you could help yourself by putting a little oil on the bit. Sure. Make sure I'm on the right side. Okay, there we go. Look, we took a 1/4 inch hole and we made it to let's see how big we are. Almost a 11/16 or a 5/8 hole. There you go. Good to have. Very inexpensive at Harbor Freight. If you buy it from like a Klein or something, they are more expensive. They're closer to, $35 to $60 a bit, but they last a long time and they're good to have around the house. All right, so let me show you how to tap a hole. All right, so we have these screw taps. As you can see, screw tap, right? Now they have a drill bit on the tip that's slightly smaller than the size of the tap. See the threads, the tap that you're making. So the the bit is slightly smaller than the tap. That's done on purpose because if you drill the same hole as a tap, you would have no threads. So there you go, screw tap. Now you got to be careful when you're drilling with these because you have to make sure it goes in completely straight, completely straight. If you veer off left or right while you're drilling, you could snap these bits very easily. And you gotta you start out fast till the hole is made, and then you go slow with the threads, and then you back it out in reverse. I'll show you that. Now let's see. Move this down a bit. All right. So we're gonna drill a 1/4 inch tap. All right. So we grab our 1/4 inch screw tap. This the Greenlee set comes with like a little shank that holds it for more, I guess, torque. And we'll stick it in our impact gun. Here we go. Put it in the impact gun. There you go. All right, so I'm gonna drill a hole. I'm gonna use a little bit of cutting oil, but I'm gonna drill a hole with the screw tap. I'm gonna tap the hole, back it out, and I'll show you how it works. All right. So let's start. I'll put a little oil on the tip of the thing. All right. It's good to use cutting oil when you're tapping because you create a lot of heat when you tap through the threads. All right, here we go. We're gonna start. Start out fast till the bit, the drill bit gets through, and then you go slow with the threads. See? Keep it straight. Anything like this, you're gonna first of all, you're not gonna get a straight hole. Secondly, you're gonna snap the bit. And go slow when you get to the threads. You gotta listen to the drill too. The drill is telling you, the sound of the drill is telling you when you're about to go through the metal. That sound tells me to start to slow down. Okay, now I'm through, right? So now I gotta go real slow with the tap. Straight and slow. All right, so I'm through now, right? Gotta back it out. Nice and slow. Some people go back and forth. If you can, I'm just gonna show you. Nice and slow. Now we have a perfectly tapped 1/4 inch hole. Let's see how good we did. I got a 1/4 inch bolt here. All right, we'll throw a washer on there just for effect. Let's see if she threads in nice. There you go. Perfectly tapped 1/4 inch hole. Now you could, if you're mounting something, you know, to a solid piece of metal, there you go. Nothing's better than a tapped hole. There you go. Solid. There you go. We'll back it out. A lot of guys at work, they consistently snap these off because they didn't go in straight. They didn't listen to the drill. They went in too fast. They moved the drill slightly as they were drilling. Put a little pressure on the bit here, the weakest point. And there you go. All right, so that's one hole. I'll show you one more with a smaller screw. This is a 632 screw, device screw for like electrical devices in your wall. Now, sometimes the box in the wall, the screw hole gets stripped, right? So that's what we use our tap for. Here's a 632 tap, 632 screw. Now, these are way more fragile because they're very thin. Hence, you got to go slower. So I'm gonna just to show you to drilling top down, I'm gonna flip this piece of iron again. So we'll put our 632 tap in our drill. Get this one out. Put our glasses on again. We'll put a little cutting oil just for effect. And there we go. Let's see. Now, it's imperative that we go straight and slow. Not initially, but when we start to hit the threads. Okay, nice and slow now. Then we're through, we'll back it out. Backing it out cleans the threads. 632 screw. Let's see how good we did. Did pretty good. There we go. Perfectly tapped 632 screw. Now, I'm only showing you a 1/4 inch, right? 1/4 inch hole, and I'm showing you a 632, but there's various sizes in this pack. 632 all the way to 1/4 inch. 632, 832, 1024, 1032, 1224, 1/4 20. You can go all the way up to they have taps that are 3/4, 1 inch, but you need like something very strong to tap that hole, drill or such. I'm also going to show you the tap kit with a tri-tap. So say you don't have a drill, I can show you. Okay, so this is a tap kit. Okay, right there, tap kit. Comes with all different things. These are pretty much the same as what we use for the drill. Oop, as I make a mess. But see this tap? That's pretty big. That's like 3/8, right? And that's a big tap. And then we have, actually this might be 1/2 inch. This may be 3/8. So it also, has handles and stuff. So I'll show you how to use this, right? So here we go. Here's a tap handle, right? And it comes with this little bar that sits in here. There's a little handle. And we're gonna pick a size tap and see. Maybe we'll do 3/8 if I can find it. 3/8. So maybe 3/8. 3/8. Here we go. 3/8. All right. What am I looking for? All right. So let me show you how to do it manually. We're gonna do a 1/4 inch. All right. I'm gonna drill a hole slightly smaller than a 1/4 inch, and I'll show you how to do a manual tap without the drill. You're better off using the drill, but sometimes you don't have the proper tap. Let's see here. So we're doing 1/4 inch. We got to go smaller than 1/4 inch. Check this. Line this up. We'll see if it's good here. It's pretty good. All righty. All right. So I'm going to drill a hole here. Get my glasses on. Safety first. There we go. Drill a hole. Put a cutting oil on it. Put the heat down. There you go. Drill a hole. Now we're going to use our manual tap, right? Tapers at the front. Now, it's tough getting started. You got to put a lot of pressure on it until it grabs, okay? You'll know it grabs when it starts to pull in. You got to try to go in straight. It's tough. There you go. Starting to cut. This is when cutting oil would be good. A bit of cutting oil. This is the old way of tapping. Takes a little bit of muscle, right? Okay. She's grabbing. I can feel it. She's going in. Right? And as you go in, it gets easier and easier as it starts to cut. There you go. Boom. Manually tapped hole without the drill. Well, you drill the hole with the drill, but there you go. That's the old method of doing it. Yeah, and then you just back it out. Back it out cleans the threads of any burrs and stuff. There you go. The old method of tapping. It's called a tri-tap. Tri-tap. And that it's a tri-tap kit. There you go. Let's see if we did a good job. Let's take our 1/4 inch bolt. Let's see if we got the same effect as we did. There we go. Very good. Perfect. So that's drilling and tapping into metal. Again, if the steel is thicker, use more cutting oil. Let the bit cool every once in a while. Don't drill it to the point where the bit starts to glow, because now you took all strength out of the bit. You took all sharpness out of the bit. So, and this cools the bit. As you see, it starts to smoke when we use the cutting oil because it's cooling the bit. All right. Very good. Let's try to clean this stuff up. Tri-tap. So that's our show on drilling and tapping. I hope you guys learned something. That's my job, is to teach you everything that I know. Please like and subscribe. It helps with the algorithms, helps us grow the channel. We're hoping to gain more subscribers. Hit the like button, that helps a lot. Let me know that you like what I'm putting out. And again, thank you for joining Everything I Know Garage. I'm Joe. I'm here to teach you everything that I know.